Evet, tarihin gelmiş geçmiş. Şöyle bir takayım şunu da başlayalım. Evet, tarihin gelmiş geçmiş en önemli reklamlarından birisi. Her metin yazarının, her reklam verenin, e, reklam veren işletme sahiplerinin, pazarlama uzmanlarının hepsinin bilmesi gereken bir reklam metniyle senin karşındayım. Şimdi ilk önce bu reklam metnini ben bir okuyacağım. Ee, Sonra da bunu bir değerlendireceğiz, masaya yatıracağız. Evet, şimdi başlıyorum. İngilizce bir reklam metni okumak kaç dakika sürüyordu hatırlamıyorum ama yaklaşık yine bir 7-8 dakika sürecek diye tahmin ediyorum. Evet, başlayalım. Free perfume giveaway. Mrs. Ernest Borgnine agrees to give away 100,000 free samples of her new perfume just to prove it's safe to wear in public. Wife of famous actor swears under oath that her new perfume does not contain an illegal sexual stimulant. Is there such a thing as a perfume that drives men crazy? Maybe, maybe not. Scientists all over the world have different ideas on the subject. Many of them believe there are certain ingredients that can be incorporated in certain fragrances that act as a definite sexual magnet. Others believe this is not true. They say that if a woman believes she is sexier when wearing a particular fragrance, that she will act sexier and that this is what the men in her life are really responding to. In other words, they maintain it is the woman's belief in her fragrance and not the fragrance itself that makes the difference. However, there have been certain experiments with fragrances that some people find almost scary. For example, the news program 2020 on ABC television has reported on an experiment that was quite unique. In this experiment, seats were selected at random in an empty theater and then sprayed with certain substance that some people claim act as a sexual magnet. Whether or not that substance is, in fact, a sexual magnet is still subject to debate, but one thing is sure, and it is this. Time after time, every new audience selected the sprayed seats above all others. Why? Nobody seems to know for sure. Perhaps even more frightening is information that is starting to leak out about a substance that seems to make people more agreeable and friendly. If this turns out to be true, can you imagine how dangerous something like this would be in the hands of a master salesman or a politician? Anyway, all of this brings us to a discussion of what may be the most exciting new fragrance developed in the last 10,000 years. The perfume is called Tova and it is developed by Mrs. Ernest Tova Borgnine and a number of dedicated researchers who she refers to as the hardest working group of people I have ever met. Mrs. Borgnine absolutely insists there is nothing in this fragrance that should frighten anybody or lead them to believe they could use it to win an election or sell a vacuum cleaner. She also insists there is nothing in the fragrance that she knows about that could be classified as a medical aphrodisiac. However, no matter what Mrs. Borgnine says, this perfume is definitely unique. First of all, this stuff smells great. Not just good, not just pleasant, not just friendly or enchanting. This stuff absolutely smells fantastic. In fact, many people, especially men, say that once they smell it, they just can't get it out of their minds. Why? What's going on here? Is there perhaps something in this perfume that should be declared illegal? If not, Then what is that makes this particular fragrance so impossible to forget? In order to get the answers to these and other questions, we asked Mrs. Borgnine to meet us at the Palm restaurant for a quick lunch and answer a few questions. Here are some highlights of the interview that followed. Interviewer: why is it, Mrs. Borgnine, that your new perfume has created such a sensation? Tova: well, for one thing, everybody just seems to like the fragrance. Maybe it's just simple as that. Bull! You know it's more than that. Everybody I've talked with is wondering if you have put some kind of illegal sexual stimulant or aphrodisiac in Tova Parfüm. That's ridiculous. Tova Parfüm contains nothing dangerous, nothing illegal, and above all, nothing that could conceivably be classified as a sex drug. We have heard rumors, Mrs. Borgnine, that unless Ernie is with you, he refuses to let you wear your new perfume in public. Is this true? I have no comment on that. Are you wearing Tova right now? No. Why not? Once again, I'd rather not comment. In fact, I would appreciate it if we could change the subject. Okay, Mrs. Borgnine. But before we do, I would like to ask you to do me an unusual favor. What's that? What I would like is for you to swear under oath on a Bible that everything you have told me so far is the gospel truth. You are kidding. I've never heard of such a thing. You've got to be out of your head. No, Mrs. Borgnine, I am not kidding, and here is the Bible. Note: at this point, Mrs. Borgnine became visibly angry, but after about 10 minutes, she cooled down a little and finally agreed to the interviewer's request and placed her left hand on the Bible and right hand in the air. Tova: okay, for the first and last time, once and for all, I hereby swear before God and all the customers of the Palm restaurant that Tova Parfüm does not, to my knowledge, contain anything whatsoever that could be classified as a medical aphrodisiac. Thank you, Mrs. Borgnine. Now, what is it about you giving away 100,000 free samples of Tova Parfüm to prove it is safe to wear in public? Is this true? Yes, it is. Ernie and I, plus Marty Allen and some of our other special friends, will be giving away free samples of Tova Parfüm on Thursday, the 21st, at the Century Plaza Hotel, and the public is invited, and best of all, there is no admission. Well, there you have it. According to Mrs. Borgnine, all she has created is an unusual perfume that everybody, especially men, seems to enjoy. On the other hand, there are other people who insist that this is absolutely the most potent erotic fragrance ever to hit the market. Whatever the case, you can find out for yourself at no risk at all. All you have to do is go to the Century Plaza Hotel and pick up a free sample and give it a try. But according to Ernest Borgnine, you had better not be late. Because this stuff is so hot, it is going to go like wildfire. And it's no wonder because, as Marty Allen says, I don't care what's in it. All I know is that it turns me on like crazy and it smells fantastic. Free perfume giveaway. Public invited. Mr. and Mrs. Ernest Borgnine are pleased to invite everyone who reads this announcement to a champagne preview of the most exciting new fragrance created in the last 10,000 years. Please come. Thursday, October 21st, 1982, from 12 noon to 3 p.m. at the Century Plaza Hotel, Santa Monica, Room Avenue of the Stars, Century City, California. Don't miss it because this is the chance of a lifetime. As soon as you arrive, you will get to meet Tova and Ernie, plus Marty Allen, and many other special friends at board nights. But best of all, there is no admission and you will get a free sample of Tova Parfüm. Evet, şimdi bunu okumayı bitirdik. Burada bir tane Tova'nın bir resmi var, fotoğrafı var. Şimdi bunu yorumlamaya geçeceğiz. Diğer videoda ben bunu yorumlayacağım.